Yo, what's good YouTube? It's Boardsy, and this is going to be the review of the POKIMANE mousepad. Many of you guys have seen this in my recent videos. I've been called a simp an unhealthy number of times, and yeah, bought this mousepad when POKIMANE released it. Cost $25 on her merch store, and it is exactly that. This is a piece of merchandise. Mine just came straight up rolled in the box. It was very nice to see. I hate when companies bother giving us an actual product box. That's just so useless, and it adds this unnecessary unboxing delay. POKIMANE was smart enough just giving us the pad. It's not really the highest quality mouse pad I've ever used, and they advertise it at 4mm thick, and I can just promise you, this is at least 6mm thick. This is like as thick as those eSport Tiger pads, and I don't know, it just feels like a really cheap OEM. Has the same rubber base that like almost every standard mouse pad has. There is a good bit of fraying out of the box, which is always lovely, because I always question the integrity of the mouse pad whenever it has stitched edges that don't allow for the fraying. I like to see the fuzz. That really shows me that I am using a true high quality product. The artwork on the product is an animated portrayal of our beloved queen. She has two hands. You can't see the other hand. I believe this is a headset, but it has like some red beams going on, and it's very lovely. That's the one word I could use to describe it. It will fit your setup if you have a purple/pink setup. This mousepad will fit right in. I was really struggling to put my finger on it. It also says Poki. It has a very cool design. You can see the full thing on the website if you really care. It was $25, so it was a bit cheaper than the Linus Tech Tips pad, but the size is also a lot smaller and more awkward. It's 24 inches by 15, so put that into non-freedom units. I think it's like 600 by 380 millimeters. So it's really not like the full desk mat size. It's kind of like an extended XL mousepad. It's more room than you would ever need for like mousing, but I don't think you could really fit a keyboard and a mouse on it. You could, but it would be pretty scuffed. Like I personally was not able to implement that into my lifestyle, so now I am saying that it may be slightly hard to incorporate it into yours. The mousepad itself, I've been using a lot of non-rounded PTFE feet, so it looks way faster than it actually is. It's obviously just a standard OEM pad, like I said, just really cheap feeling all around, but also hearty, like a nice bowl of soup. And I understand when you're buying like streamer merch, you're not going to be expecting the highest quality mouse pad, but I'm just going to review it like I would any other pad. And I'm going to be honest, this is a fucking pretty shit cheap mouse pad. It's insane. The rubber base isn't good when the right side of this mouse pad is under both my DAC amp and my second monitor and my camera, and it still moves so easily. It's like impressive. But yeah, that aside, the rest of this pad, like when I'm actually using it in game, it feels pretty standard, just like a lower quality inked gaming pad almost. That's the easiest thing to say. I kind of find the Linus pad impressive now because the features on that, they were just good, and I just judged the surface because it was standard coated cloth, when this is like legit getting affected by humidity. It's actually playing extremely fast with some feet. With core pads, it's more of a control style pad, and with like completely unrounded feet, it's fucking like a Raiden. So this pad has been pretty fun to play with. Just knowing that I'm swiping my mouse over POKIMANE's face empowers me. She's a true icon of mine, and being able to use her as a mousepad has elevated my game, just as the website says in the description. And to go over the description, I think it is very accurate for the most part. Elevate your game with this limited edition POKIMANE mousepad. All of that's true. You're going to be elevating your game. It's limited edition. Full graphic coverage art, non-slip rubber base, and a smooth cloth surface. The surface is relatively smooth. It was rough at first. It definitely broke in as I used it, which was really weird. It kind of reminds me of like the Davina GSR SE. However, they're definitely lying when they say this is a non-slip rubber base, because once again, it is just not non-slip. And out of the box, it was not. It did not like stay flat, but I just put it under both of my monitors, and then it eventually rolled flat. And it is like a fairly plushy and extremely thick pad. It is comfortable to rest my arm on. Like I said, it did like sort of break in terms of the surface as I used it a bit. I've been using it for like 5 days now, which is honestly way longer than I thought I would. But yeah, I think the design is cool. The lack of stitched edges and the fraying out of the box is extremely worrying. But you know, even if the pad frays up, it is still the Pokimane pad. And you know, you can't really have that anywhere else unless you were to just print this design on an inked gaming pad and get it for like $15 and get a way higher quality pad. But hey, I'm not saying you should do that because you want to support Pokimane like I did. You know, I bought the merch and it was 100% worth it. I wasn't expecting a good mousepad and I did not really receive one. But yeah, at $25, I don't think that's really an outrageous pricing for this pad. Pokimane did not make your endgame mousepad. I wholeheartedly apologize. But yeah, since I think the durability is so shit, and I'm probably not going to touch it after finishing this video, I might as well give it away. So just in the comments, type "I love Pokimane," and I'll randomly pick the winner in a week and post it on my fucking community tab. And I also have an Extrify GP4 that I've been trying to give away for like a month now, and it just never gets claimed. So if you type "I love Pokimane," I'll pick another winner who gets the GP4. It's just true democracy at its finest, and yeah, it's brought to us by Pokimane. Yes, we stan our queen. I'll leave some Crunker gameplay to show that at the end of the day, this is just a normal mousepad, albeit not the highest quality one. But yeah, make sure to leave a like and sub. Peace.
Why didn't I switch my desk with the table? It's too much work. And I don't like the table. It's too much work I wanted to, but the table quality to it. The M149 it has a very lifeless sound that I find extremely uninspiring. I even made a video saying that it's fucking depressing. Like, I just don't think it has anything good about it. The gas station's been ripping me off, but the nachos are actually a really good deal. Really are. Everybody needs to eat at gas stations until they get botulism and die.
That has like changed the way that I do things, but I don't know. I also don't agree. If somebody
And that's the reason why. You know, there was a microphone before the U87AI. Also, it was the vintage AKG C12. And that was like the U87AI back in the day.
Why would you do that? But yeah, I'm not gonna make this an everyday thing. I'll get obese. Alcohol and nachos.